Hi, this is Aman. Today, I want to talk about something that is very, very important in today's world, and that is perception. All around the world, across the world, each and every political leader, either business leader or any kind of leader, they are trying to change perception. In today's time, everyone surrounding you wants to change your perception. Perception of what? Perception of their interest, because social media tries to influence your perception. In fact, social media influences our perception. Today, we cannot think even outside of our own mind. We are thinking just based on the information that we gathered. It is information we gathered from social media, from news channel, from reading, from anywhere else. But around the everything around you wants to change your perception of what their interest, because your perception matters the most for everyone around the world, whether it is a political leader, either a business leader, or any kind of leader, or any kind of person. The simple fact is that if today's time, if you can change perception somebody else, then you are a leader. And it simply means able to you are able to communicate your thoughts, your idea to someone else, and the other person start believing that whatever you are saying is just true and as well as logical. In today's world, everyone thinks I'm a logical person. They are thinking in terms of this the data available that around us. The decision we made for today's time is based on our sense perception that we see on social media, that we listen from somebody else. And believe me, everyone around us trying to manipulate us, trying to change our perception. And that's why perception is most important and understandable thing that everyone must understand what it means, and what it means to be perception, and what it means to be influenced. Simply influencing means, because if I'm saying to something to you and you are willing and you are convinced that whatever I'm saying it is right and logical. The word logical we add in everything almost in today's world, because we want to show that we are logical, we are thinking in our mind. But in reality, we are not thinking in our mind with we are not thinking with our sense perception, we are not thinking in our original way. I'm asking to you, can you think a situation, a problem, or anything that you have never seen it? I believe nobody can say it. Of course, perception matters the most for all of us, there is no doubt about it. But today I'm trying to say is just that, because if you if you make decision to buy some kinds of clothes, then it is 100% sure that that cloth you have seen to wear someone, either a celebrity, either a business leader, either a political leader, or someone you follow too much. They suggested you that you should buy this kind of cloth. Even though today we are smallest thing like our clothing, our thought process, how we eat, what we eat, everything is influenced by the influencers, or the persons who we admire the most. And that's the exactly problem where we are facing. I'm not saying that influencing is correct. There is no question about that. The perception matter, and everyone around us try to manipulate our perception, and it is nothing wrong in that. But wrong is that when we say we are logical person, we are the most logical human being in the world, planet. We almost whatever we think that we are thinking in a logical way, but in reality we are thinking just by someone suggested me, because someone suggested me that you I should buy this kind of cloth. I buy that kind of cloth, and that cloth is very new. So when the people around me see that cloth, they will think that this was my idea. Then they will think I have a good sense of dressing. And believe me, the fact is that the reality is that this idea wasn't mine. It is just that someone suggested me and I bought it. And the people around me thinking that I have a good sense of dressing, but in reality it is not. And that the fact that I'm trying to hear is just that people can manipulate very easily because everything they have to, every tool they have to manipulate us, and the mind is the most fragile when it comes to manipulating. Anyone can manipulate to anybody, even the highest, even the scientists can be manipulated, and they are manipulated by many of us. Anybody can manipulate to anybody. The playing with mind is just easy as playing with the toys. And it is very important in today's time. We need to understand that mind is very fragile when it comes to manipulating and the perception. So we need to take care of that very well. If we will not take care of that, then we will be manipulated by every person around us. And that's exactly happening by the social media. Because suppose that if I watch an video on the geopolitics where where the content creator tries to convince me that that a certain country is doing very good, they are very good in terms, they will show you statistics. And that statistics, when you see that data, then you will find that this data shows very good and this is exact logical. And based on that information you will try to figure out it is true or not. You the 90% time you will believe that whatever the, because you believe, and we as all human believe that whatever I am saying it may be wrong, but data cannot be wrong. And that's the most district, that the most horrible part of today's world is just that data can be manipulated in very slightly moment. Data is manipulated by the those people who are presenting it, because how they perceive things is just how they build their mindset, how, in which ideology they are supporting, how they perceive things. Because if I am seeing this country is very good and this is very friendly to me, it might not be true for opposite person who is in front of me. And that's the game. We think in modern times the data is everything, data can tell every story, right? But I'm saying data can distort the most stories and it will seem very real. Nobody can distrust that thing. I'm saying data is more harmful than anything. That what I'm speaking, it not as much as harmful than data, manipulated data. And the manipulated data is causing the most distress in today's time. I believe that whatever the way you are gathering information, you must not gather the information by the watching videos. Reading is very good to to receive things, to remember things, to understand the topic or anything. But you should not watch a video where the the creator trying to convince you that whatever I'm trying to say is just based on our data. Of course, I'm not saying that data is always wrong, but I'm here trying to make point is that data can be manipulated, and when the data manipulated, the most horrible things can be done, and even you will never realize that what was going on. And that's here I'm trying to convey is just that please make sure that you should save your mind. Please make sure, understand your mind, act in according your based on your intelligence. Please try to read more and more, because the more you will read, the more you will not influenced by someone else, because watching videos. So thank you for today's video, and good to see you.